Hello, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of the grand finals for the GG League Overwatch Division B Championship here. I'm joined here by my man, Sam Talks, and how you doing today?
I am ready. I am excited because, Ray, this is it. This is it. This is the grand finals. This is the culmination of so much hard work from all of these amazing players, and I want to see how this ends.
Yeah, everyone's all in, all the marbles on the table. It all comes down to this, as this matchup is going to be between the AC Badgers and Platteville.
Yeah, we saw last week the Vespa versus the AC Badgers matchup and just what they were able to do and just how well they were able to do. And it was just so amazing. Just the skill that was on display from both teams. Of course, AC Badgers is here now. I'm excited and I'm ready to see what comes out of this matchup here.
It is incredible because 2 weeks ago on this on this stream, we also watched Platteville go against UVU Black, and they did a great job. They won 3-0, so they were in a dominating effort. And then as we're seeing the bracket here, last week, Platteville ended up being Towson 3-2. Pretty crazy. Towson was one of the favorites, but Platteville proved and they earned their spot here in the grand finals.
Absolutely. And I want to go ahead and point out something real quick to everybody here. Joker's Ransom was supposed to be here today, but unfortunately was not able to make it. They been going through some massive internet trouble, so I was lucky enough to come back here again this week. And Ray, see how this ends with you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be getting into this. Again, it's the grand finals. What more can we ask for? We saw some crazy action last week. It came down to the wire, 3-2. Badgers coming back after being down 2-1. I think this could live up to the hype we saw last week on the stream.
Listen, I could not agree more, because it's like you said, this is the culmination of everything. This is where the true skill is coming in, because, you know, it's the grand finals. It's what they've been working so hard for, and you only get here if you have the capabilities to.
Yeah, exactly. And before we're gonna get you guys into this match, it's the grand finals. We're up in the stream. Let's get into our predictions. We all made some predictions before we started here. And it looks like most of us rocking with the Badgers, except our observer Storm Warrior rocking with Platteville.
So it's a little lopsided, Ray. It's looking a little bit like we have a lot of faith in the Badgers right now. We got to give it to Storm, though, who believes in Platteville. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, I respect it too. I mean, it's nothing against Platteville. It's just, again, the Badgers have been the most dominant team this season. They are literally undefeated. They haven't lost yet. Platteville's only lost one game, but still, the Badgers haven't lost a game, and they've just been the most dominant. So it's not a slight to Platteville at all.
Not at all. And here we also do know a little bit more about the AC Badgers. They've been in this league before. They have they've actually taken a grand final before, and this time they're coming back. They made it to the grand finals last year, unfortunately was not able to make it all the way. But they're back here again, and they're ready. They won it this time. They just got to get through Platteville. And Platteville, though, you know, grand final, also hungry for it as well. They're going to go for it just as hard.
As we can see on the screen, our first map is going to be Lijiang Tower. And if you guys were tuned into the stream last week, Badgers pretty much dominated on Lijiang Tower. It's their go-to map. They love it. They love their Doomfist Symmetra on Night Market. They're just insane with this brawl competition.
Yeah. It was just domination. They absolutely came in. They swept through. They said, okay, we're going to go ahead and show what we can do here on Lijiang Tower. And we just saw the flexibility that the Badgers have on display as well. Doesn't matter what they're doing. It was amazing. It was well
definitely.
done.
If we remember back to last week when the Badgers were struggling, because they did drop 2 maps, it was when they were playing like Ball Sigma compositions on the side of Vespa. So that was when they started to struggle, was when they had compositions that countered their brawl and they couldn't do anything about it. On Lijiang, it's a little tough to force those compositions just because it's so enclosed and brawl's just so good on Lijiang. But in general, I feel like that's what Platteville's going to have to do. Force the Badgers to get uncomfortable.
Exactly, and it's making the Badgers uncomfortable that I think is going to be a little bit difficult as well, because like I said, they have that flexibility. They know what they need to do to win here, and they also have the adaptability, just like what Platteville will have to bring out here as well. We've seen that, you know, they are able to bring out different tanks, they're able to bring out different DPS, and they know when they need to make these switches to make this work, these compositions work. And we've seen just how well they are able to do under different types of pressure. So Platteville is really going to have to bring it to the next level as well and show off that same level of adaptability to throw off the Badgers.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, just as that little glimpse we got of Lijiang, it was definitely control center. So we should be in for maybe some Symmetras, maybe some Junk, some Cassidys, maybe some Reapers. It's going to be full on brawl, close quarters, just big time action.
Yep, you know, in closed spaces, that's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be seeing some explosions. We're gonna be seeing maybe some Symmetra, like you said, turrets going everywhere, portals out onto the field to get to the ring as fast as we can. And here it is, taking a look at it. There it is. We have our compositions already. What are you feeling, Ray? This is basically what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. Just full on brawl. The only difference is one team, the Badgers are going to run the Symmetra, and Platteville's going to run that Cassidy there. But players to watch out for. We saw Vibes killing it, got MVP last week. Vibes will be a good one to look out for here. And then for the side of Platteville, Cal Phoenix on the main tank here is very dominant. So be good to look out for him here.
Yeah, and we always have to give it up to our support as well for each of these teams. You know, we saw Magia able to just keep things going. We also saw him doing really well as Baptiste as we go ahead and set up the brawl right now. You can just see Sport taking out Dallas Stone, and that's going to be a huge pick for Platteville right here. AC Badgers already down to main tank. McCarty Sky takes down Kitty. Vibes coming back out once again. Cal Phoenix, and there you have it. Just beautiful Junkrat Symmetra combination right there. Takes off the field, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful team kill to start it off for AC Badgers.
Yeah, incredibly here from the Badgers. They lost their main tank first in that fight, and they still end up winning. It just shows you how incredible this DPS duo between Cartier Sky and Vibes is, as they both have their ultimates already.
Listen, it's like you said, they both have those ultimates, and those are really high utility ultimates. In fact, Vibes is already going to go ahead and place down their Symmetra shield onto the field. Cartier Sky is going to take that around onto the team of Platteville, taking out Kitty and Cal Phoenix right there. Going to force Platteville to reset as they are getting bullied on their point. And we are seeing Badgers just showing that Lijiang Tower domination.
Yeah, definitely. They do have a window here to continue holding if they play this right, but Platteville does have the window of their own coming up, and a tire here as they swap to the May on Platteville.
May indeed, that is going to be helping them out quite immensely here if they're able to use it to great effect. Still, a beautiful charge stops the Earth Shatter, not able to get it out. That's going to be decent for Platteville as they have their own 3 ultimates that they can still use here. Gabe and Caesar still have their 2 ultimates though, as the Platteville once again though has to reset.
Yeah, and like you said, they have those 3 ultimates, and they're already almost up to a Blizzard. Incredible considering they just swapped to the May, but they do have this beat drop. This beat drop's going to be big to try and sustain through these ultimates, and then hopefully a bomb can buy them some space or get one crucial kill.
Vibes up here all by themselves, and they are going to go ahead and get immediately picked off right there. I mean, it was just an easy one. Unfortunate placement of that wall. Had to throw down an immortality field just to be on the safe side, but Gabe is going to go ahead and get back into the Diva, Meg bomb. Riptire coming back out, taking out Caesar and Magia. That is huge. Unfortunate on the side of Badgers is not able to get quite the same effect out of their tire, and this is going to allow Platteville to finally push onto the point, but not before AC Badgers takes it to 99% overtime. Platteville is going to have an incredibly uphill battle here as AC Badgers have 2 ultimates to work with against Platteville's 2 as well.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a mistake there from Vibes. He kind of got caught out by himself, and that allowed Platteville to get a huge advantage here. They have the Blizzard here, but they do have the beat as double windows are going to come out.
Double windows coming out onto the field. Dallas Stone picking off Cal Phoenix. Unfortunately put out of position. Taken out by Surge. Spork is going to take out Magia as well. And there it is. Cartier Sky bringing that Junkrat out onto the field. Grenades all over the place. Gabe trying to support their DPS. Bringing it back out onto the field. Going to be demeched right there, unfortunately. But we are seeing P-Tray still close to death themselves as well. Going to be getting demeched. Also Cal Phoenix so close to death. Unfortunately, no one able to save them there. Gabe is going to take that out. Tires going back out on the field. Pushing them back off. Cartier Sky gets 2 big picks, and that is going to allow AC Badgers to take the first round.
Yeah, excuse me, incredible there from Badgers. Outside of that one little hiccup they had with Vibes, being caught out by himself, that was a pretty much dominating effort. I mean, it's no surprise Lijiang Tower is it's their go-to, it's their comfort, it's their secret sauce. They love this map.
Oof. Listen, they really love this map. That was incredibly dominant on Badgers. They came in, they saw, they took, and they were feeling it. But we're seeing some interesting picks here, Platt, on the side of Platteville. Ray, what are we feeling right now?
Yeah, looks like they want to go 6-man zombie comp here. They're going for the full-on zombie with the Reaper's Sombra. Ooh. Be curious to see how that's going to work against this brawly Symmetra Cassidy comp that the Badgers are going to run on point.
Hang on, I want to give it to the production team as well. That was some smooth transitions between the map looking all over the place. I just want to give it out there. I thought that was really nice. Anyways, back out onto the field. We are once again ruling it out there, but of course that Symmetra portal is going to allow Badgers to get onto the point almost immediately. Dallas Stone taking out McChallenger. That is a Reaper down, so that is going to be huge. Cartier Sky taking down the Sombra as well. They are one after the other as another team kill to start with on the side of AC Badgers is going to take that point.
Yeah, again, this is going to be really tough as they're already going to swap compositions. They're going to go to the Pharah. They do have a Cassie to counter this. I'll be curious to see how that works. But with that zombie comp, you really need to hack the Reinhardt, and you need to win fights fast because Moira doesn't have sustained heals. They run out really quickly, and they just weren't able to do that. And the Badgers are going to win long sustained fights every time of the day.
Every time of the day, indeed. McChallenger, though, taking a lot of damage. We've seen Cardius guy putting that pressure on them, not allowing them to stay up in the sky for long. In fact, there we are. We're seeing McChallenger back down on the ground with the rest of the team here. They can't really take too much advantage being inside of that tower. It is really hard for Farah to do anything here. All you have to do is just walk back in. Vibes takes out Kitty, but Cal Phoenix takes out Gabe. Still, Vibes, though, on that Symmetra. Takes out 2 people before getting taken out themselves by Petre on the Diva. Yeah, they are finally going to go ahead, try to push on point, but a beautiful high noon coming out from Cardius Sky. D-Max Petre and gets finished off by Vibes' turret. Cal Phoenix, though, takes out Cardius Sky, and this looks like this is a little bit even picks that we have right now. Platteville needs to go ahead and try to do something. Magia, though, taking down McChallenger. Kitty revives Petre, but still, I think this is going to allow Platteville to finally get a little bit of the room that they need to. AC Badgers, though, are going to go ahead and start making their way back onto this point. Dominant showing from Platteville, however. They are going to go ahead and hold on to that. Dallas Zone taking out Surge, however. That is 1 DPS down as Gabe brings that mech back down onto the field. You're going to have to see Platteville back away from that. That is a lot of damage. The mech ultimate is back out there. Self-destruct unfortunately finds no one, but this is going to force them to zone a little bit there. Cal Phoenix takes out Dallas Stone. Unfortunately for Platteville, they're just not able to break this contest right here. It is just AC Badgers holding on and continuing to rack up the points. Even if Platteville gets it back, it is just showing what happened last time around, Ray.
Yeah, again, they're going to flip the point here, but Badgers got it into one fight territory. Platteville just could not focus fire and get them down fast enough to flip the point. It was just really unfortunate there. That fight took way longer than they needed to for Platteville, but they do have the point now. They have window to work with. They have a shatter coming up, but the Badgers do have this wall and beat and window to work with.
92% on the clock, though, for AC Badgers, and Platteville has an incredibly long uphill battle, though. Big pick from Surge, taking out the Immortality Field and taking out Vibes, so this is going to defang the AC Badgers a little bit as they try to go onto here. They also are going down. They have lost both of their main tanks. AC Badgers are going to have to go ahead, reset here as Cardius Sky takes down McChallenger. Unfortunately, gets taken out themselves, so that's a little bit of a stagger, and that's going to create a little bit of an issue for Badgers now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Badgers were thinking there. They kind of took a weird split fight there when Vibes and Gabe went to the point when their Ryan wasn't even there yet. And in this kind of composition, you all want to be together. You want to be stacked on top of each other. That's how Rush works. And not sure what that fight was there for them. Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate indeed, though. They are going in with the beat. They have the window out as well. We do see a beautiful Earthshatter come out. Immortality Field tries to save the day, but of course, Gabe is going to take down Cal Phoenix. Still, Platteville putting up a fantastic fight as they make 2 big pigs here. Vibes taking down Spork, so that is going to keep a little bit of healing down for Platteville as the revive goes out on Cal Phoenix. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do too much good for them as Cal Phoenix goes down once again. Surge, rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting back out on the field, trying to take out those turrets. Vibes showing that showing that Symmetra cannot be challenged down here on the ground against McChallenger. Cardius Guy with a beautiful high noon takes down Peter and takes down Kitty as AC Badgers once again reestablishes control of the point. And Platteville is going to have to come back here real quick as overtime comes back out onto the field. And there it is, so close. But AC Badgers are going to take this first win. Ray.
I actually can't believe that. I thought Platteville was taking the advantage in that fight. And then out of nowhere, in comes Cardius Sky, comes out with the high noon, gets to they're just single-handedly just DPS carrying here. They're doing a great job, just solo plays from Vibes or Cardius Sky. They're doing a great job here.
Oh, absolutely. The skill that they were doing, the skill that was on display here, it was so well done. They had a little slip-ups here and there, like when Vibes got caught out or, you know, just when they made that weird split push. But they always bring it back together towards the end. Platteville, though, they answer quickly to whatever that the AC Badgers were trying to do, but it just wasn't quite enough. So Ray, what are you feeling here? What is going on? You think it was just the map, maybe a little warm up here? What's going on?
I think it could be. Again, it's really tough to force any composition that's not Brawl on Lijiang. And again, that's just the Badgers' bread and butter, what we've been saying this whole cast. So I do think a map choice where they can force maybe a ball composition or something that Reinhardt doesn't like playing against. And I think that's what the doctor is going to be ordering here for Platteville.
They're gonna need a shot in the arm now. I hope that doctor has all of the good stuff for Platteville here, because
Need that adrenaline.
yeah, they need that a little bit of adrenaline here. Need to get a mercy on stat or something. But it was a really strong showing from both teams this time around, though. It was tooth and nail here. Obviously, the Badgers having that strong sweep at the very first match, but it is the first match. This is kind of where we a little bit of warm up. And we've said it, how many times have we said it now? Lijiang Tower is just so good for the AC Badgers. We saw it last week. We saw it again this week. This was their first map. So the morale for the AC Badgers has to be feeling very good for them. Still, though, Platteville, this is the grand final. So they got to get it back to, they got to keep it together.
Yeah, and it sounded like from the producers, we do have the next map in, and it is going to be Eichenwald.
Ooh. I'm excited. I love Eichenwald personally. I think it is a fantastic map. Of course, it is a hybrid map, so you had to make that push onto the point, and then you had to take the payload all the way through. And listen, guys, I've been watching that Overwatch 2 gameplay. Eichenwald looking good.
Seeing plenty of clips of it. It looks great. I can't wait for that. But to this, it's interesting because it's a map that lends itself to different kinds of composition, especially depending where you are on the map. Like Rush is really good for attacking first point. Double shield is really good on defense, but then when you start getting to the castle, dive can work better, so Winston can take control of the high ground. And then once you get into the inside of the castle, Rush becomes a favored composition again. So be very curious to see how these teams want to attack and defend it here.
Yeah, it's like you were saying, the different compositions that can happen here and just how well these two teams are able to go with it. Platteville, though, is going to be the first ones to push here. Looking at that composition, I think they might actually be able to work out a little bit better for them. We did see how well that pharmacy was working for them on the second map of Lijiang Tower.
Sam, do you see it?
Oh, no.
Do you see it?
Oh, no. Vibes
on the Hanzo. Oh no, as we saw last stream, he's a killer on that Hanzo.
Oh my gosh.
As we see that, he's going to Torb.
You know what? I'm all for it, though. I want some Torb action here. I'm a big Torb fan, guys. So anytime I see Torb dominance, I gotta applaud it.
Yeah, interestingly enough, they're running like this weird hybrid between Double Shield and Rush. Because, Double Shield, you'd run a Torb kind of soldier thing here, but you normally run Orisa with it, and you normally have a Mercy here. So they're running a weird hybrid here. I wonder how they're going to play this here.
Yeah, they got to enjoy that Orisa shield while it lasts. They gotta make sure they have fun with it before it goes away in Overwatch 2. And there it is, turret already going down from Sporks. Beautiful attack there, but we're just kind of looking at each other. Surge, though, with a very beautiful flank right there, taking down Magia, and that is going to be a huge first pick for Platteville as they take down Caesar. AC Badgers have no healers. It's going to put Dallas Stone in an awkward position as Cal Phoenix takes advantage of that, takes him out immediately, and this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful push from Platteville. Going to be able to take that point as Vibes just chills out in the back, trying to get away. What's going on there? There we go. There we are. He did get away, did manage to get away, but we are seeing P-Trey going to go ahead, jump off, and get that mech back. But still, though, Ray, that was a really good showing from Platteville.
Definitely. They pretty much dominated that first point of time as the Fair is going to get dangerously low there for Platteville, but she does have her Mercy pocket. Ooh, nope, she's going to get away there.
Oh, playing with fire right now. Trying to left the Mercy all by themselves. There we go. Had to. Oh, Bacardi Sky gets a huge pick on Kitty right there. That is going to be huge for the AC Badgers. Still, though, Surge gets Magia, and that is just one after the other. Cartier, though, continues the assault, takes out McChallenger. However, the rest of Platteville is still making plays here as P-Trey takes down Vibes. This position right here is a really good place to be, though. This defensive spot is a really good place to be able to rain down fire onto Platteville. And as we're seeing it right there, the double shield combo with Cartier Skies Cassidy is going to be really good for them. You do see Platteville trying to go up there, trying to get them off of there as the immortality comes out from Platteville. An interesting Earth Shadow right there, but still a triple kill coming from Surge's Dallas Stone. get some kills of their own. It's 3-3, 3 picks with 3 picks. Oh, an interesting solo ult right there. Had to make it happen, I guess.
Yeah, as this cart continues to push further, these spawns are going to start to favor the Badgers. So in these tied, where it's like 3-3 like we saw, it's going to favor the Badgers with the closer spawn here. As Cartier Sky's just going to buy some space with that noon there.
I respect the flashbang onto the self-destruct, I really do, but that was a beautiful Earth Shatter right there, as it allows Platteville to continue the push on to the first checkpoint. And it looks like they're going to be able to make it all of the way. The only one who looks like they're even close to it is Vibes, and they're not going to go play without the rest of the team. In fact, they're just going to go ahead and give it up without any contesting from the AC Badgers. Not a bad idea necessarily, as they're able to reset here. We did see Cartier Sky try to get there, but McChallenger is McChallenging that incredibly well.
Yeah, this is very impressive by Platteville. They have 5 minutes to attack the second point. I'm actually shocked the Badgers aren't going to a traditional rush here, especially on this third point.
Indeed, and there it is. Gabe brings out the Sigma ultimate, takes out McChallenger. They're gonna have to be careful here, not allow Mercy to get the revive off. That pharmacy combo has been messing with AC Badger so hard right now. As Surge gets a pick onto Vibes, it has just been that Surge on that Junkrat has just been doing so well. Cal Phoenix keeping the rest of the team up here too, knowing when to engage and knowing when to throw those Earth Shatters down as we continue to go here on the point, and as that payload gets closer and closer to the end.
Yeah, definitely, as the window here is going to get popped and Vibes is going to go down again. And Caesar, things are looking good for Platteville to have an incredible time bank here.
4 minutes on the clock as AC Badgers just falls under the relentless assault of Platteville. One after the other. Vibes tries to get on the point. A beautiful Earth Shatter stops Caesar from being able to get on the point and to contest that. Cal Phoenix is so on point with those Earth Shatters. And there we have it. Platteville takes it all of the way with 4 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, insane. It's like they're playing this rush composition, but they don't have a Lucio. They're playing more patiently, and they have this Pharah, and this Pharah is just tearing apart the Badgers. They're not able to do anything with it, and it's allowing the rest of Platteville to get in the face of Badgers and just with their junk and their Rhine just start picking them off one by one.
It was brutal to watch there because it was just insane what Platteville, that turnaround that they were able to do to put AC Badgers on the back foot. And now we're looking at it here. Look at that composition. Vibes going over to Hanzo. Cartier Sky on Genji. We have seen how well Cartier Sky is able to work on Genji, but still though, Platteville kind of keeping it the same, kind of keeping it safe here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the double shield, it's, you know, a really good composition here on the defense. Interesting that they're electing to go with a Pharah junk version of the double shield. Normally you'd play a hit scan with this. But look at the Badgers, man. We got Vibes on the Hanzo, and we remember Cartier Sky on the Genji last week too. Had a very good Genji on Havana. So they don't have any kind, I mean, they don't have a hit scan, but Vibes had no problem dealing with Pharah's last week. But let's see what he can do this week.
It is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, though. 4 minutes on the clock for Platteville, as the AC Badgers need to make pretty much as perfect of a showing as Platteville did that first round. And there it is immediately. Gabe takes out Cal Phoenix. Both of these teams are out for blood when it comes to this first point, when it comes to capturing this payload. And Cartier Sky gets the kill on Safara as a Genji. And that is a very poor place. Gabe managing to take out Kitty, not going to get that revive off. And it is beautiful. Beautifully done from AC Badgers.
Who said Genji doesn't counter Pharah? Who said that? Who said that?
Listen.
Because Cartier Sky has proven us wrong.
I could not believe it. The absolute crazy skills of Cartier Sky on that Genji, relentlessly going after that Pharah and then gets the dash kill. Come on.
Incredible. As we're going to take a look at McChallenger here on the Pharah. Has been doing an incredible job this map. Just been one of the big reasons why Platteville had such an incredible time bank here.
Indeed, AC Badgers, though, they are showing off right now. Unfortunately, Dallasstone was in a really bad position right there. Gets taken out by Surge's Junkrat, and Cartier Sky trying to disrupt in the backline as best as they can. Still, though, 38 HP, barely manages to make it out, not going to get pursued. Vibes going up there as well. AC Badgers, strong showing, but now they're starting to fall apart a little bit here as they start pushing the payload a little bit forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, they were just kind of playing like all over the place because they had one person staying on the cart. They were able to get around that corner, which is kind of big here, but they're just playing really split as they're coming up on many ultimates here. They got the window, they got the dragons, they got the blade, they got double dueling dragons to work with here.
They're gonna have to watch out for Soldier's ultimate though, because that has been shown to be incredibly effective at taking them out. Indeed, there it is. Surge's ult goes out. Does not find anyone this time as Gabe takes out Surge. We do see Vibes trying to take out this pharmacy right now. And a beautiful headshot on McChallenger takes them out. The revive is going to go out onto Surge, though, so that is going to make things a little bit difficult as they don't have that pharmacy. We do see Dragons, and we do see Peter's combo comes out there. Dragon Blade, beautifully done on both of the tanks, and this is going to allow AC Badgers to finally push forward onto that payload and give them a little bit of breathing room as Kitty falls to their doom to try and reset.
Yeah, they do only have 4 here, so if they get a good contest and can lay it off long enough, they have the ultimates here.
Oh, Maji with a beautiful stop, beautifully taking out McChallenger, who was in the middle of using their ultimate. Dallas takes out Surge. Yeah, listen, Platteville is back on that payload, though, trying to contest it. This is more of a showing than AC Badgers did, and Platteville is not letting them go all the way. So close. We're seeing Peter taking on Vibes in a nice 1v1, but B does go out. Vibes having a little bit of trouble taking down that small hitbox on Diva as we see the duel, the 1v1, and Peter wins it against Vibes. That is going to be huge for Platteville as they hold that payload.
Yeah, I mean, incredible job there from Platteville as they're going to get the hold. Like I said, if they could just get someone to hold for a little bit, they had the ultimate. They did have to pretty much dump a lot of their ultimates. All they're going to have is Tire and Amplification Matrix here. But the Badgers had to use a lot of ultimates too. They don't really have anything either. So it's going to be in the favor of Platteville here to keep holding.
And I mean, looking at it right now, too, Platteville has just shown that Eichenwald, like Lijiang Tower to AC Badgers, this is their map so far. Surge so low, though, just needs to hold on by a hair's breath as Sport does such a great job of keeping everybody up, and Mortality Field goes down, and a beautiful Tire takes down 2 big members of the AC Badgers, takes down Vibes, takes down Caesar. Dallasstone goes down immediately after. Cartier Sky manages to get 1 pick, but it's not going to be enough. Gabe throws out the self-destruct. In my opinion, Ray, that was kind of a waste.
Yeah, I agree. As they did use the bomb here for Platteville as well, they will be having this tactical visor and bongos and amplification matrix and Valkyrie to work with, but the Badgers do have both of their dragons to work with here. They got Shatter and they have Window. So especially with the way this point works, dragons can just be thrown across the point and completely clear it. Oh, whoa. But that's not gonna matter, he goes down.
Not even, it's just such a strong show. It didn't even need to use that tactical visor, takes them down, and it's just gonna go ahead, hold on to these ultimates. Cal Phoenix throws down the bongos, however, rest in peace bongos. Surge takes down Cartier Sky, and that is gonna force AC Badgers to reset once again.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really rough for the Badgers here. Again, they do have lots of ultimates here, so they have the keys to get this across the finish line. But they're just struggling right now to get anything going. As we keep seeing, they keep getting picked early in the fight. They're not being careful enough about making sure they avoid spam damage.
And there it is. Both amplification matrices go out on the field. Cartier Sky is going to be forced off, but a beautiful Dragon Blade takes down 2 members of Platteville. However, Surge answers in kind, takes down 2 of his own as Dallasstone and Caesar PhD goes down, but still, Cartier Sky throwing the heat. Along with Gabe, Platteville's immaculate defense is finally starting to see some cracks here. So, though, gotta give it to Platteville. They force AC Badgers into under 1 minute here on this last second. We've seen how well Surge was able to hold on to that point, but Magia takes it back as once again Platteville is just going to whittle down that clock.
Again, Vibes is taken out again early, and he had the dragons. It's just Vibes making a lot of mistakes, going down really early in these fights. It's not good for the Badgers.
Surge takes down Cartier Sky and Gabe takes down Kitty. So these are two big picks. Alison with a nice fire strike onto McChallenger. Dragons goes out onto the payload to try and force Platteville off. We do see the Doomfist go out, taken down by Magia. And Caesar PhD showing that healers can still bring the heat as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't even know. I mean, they're going to have to pretty much have a flawless third point here if they want to be able to finish with time here. And all they really have to work with, they have a window of beat and a bomb to work with. But Platteville's got their bongos up again, and they have a bomb of their own.
Beautiful placement of that amplification matrix as self-destruct goes out as well. Forces them to... The self-destruct was a little bit of a weird choice to me, especially since the amplification matrix went out. So the entire team... Basically, Platteville just went to hide behind that wall, basically effectively wasting that amplification matrix as bongos just go out on the side of Platteville, and we're just seeing the two teams poking at each other. Magia is so low, self-destruct goes back out, so does Beat. The Ryan Shield does get taken out, but still, though, no one is going to be suffering from that as Dallasstone goes down. Magia as well. The visor going out on the field. Drag is going to force a little bit of a zoning opportunity, but still, AC Badgers, their push here is going to be defanged as they need to back off, and Platteville is just going to go ahead and push them off.
Yeah, they do have a Dragon Blade to work with here for Cartier Sky, and Dallasstone should get the shatter here. And then I think Magi will be able to build up another window here, but Surge has this tire. This is going to be the key to Platteville holding on defense here, is that tire. He's got to get some picks with it.
The Dragon Blade comes out, and the tire is answering in kind. Takes down Caesar. However, Cartier Sky with the Dragon Blade takes down Spork. Not able to get much usage out of that, though, unfortunately, as Platteville is just holding on so strong here. 10 seconds on the clock. AC Badgers, no one's on it. They are not going to be able to get back in time, though. Caesar trying to get back there as quickly as they can. 3 seconds on the clock, not going to be able to. And there you have it. Platteville is going to go ahead and take Eichenwald.
Incredible here from Platteville. I want to shout out Spork, man. I think he's been doing an incredible job on the Baptiste. We saw on second point when Surge got so low with that tire, he got just the bit of heals he needed and through the amplification matrix to keep his junk alive in order to get off that crucial tire that ended up getting 2 picks. So I want to shout out Spork.
We are seeing so many good plays coming out from both sides of these teams. Because I also want to give it to Magia as well on the Baptiste too. They were able to keep their team alive just as well. Good immortality feels, good opportunities for Windows. I think it was just a little bit of miscommunication here and there. And I also want to say it as well to Caesar. Really good techniques with the Lucio, getting the team back on the point as fast as they possibly can. So both teams right now are just playing so well, and their support line is keeping them going so well. And that's one of the reasons I think too, I agree with you, Tryhard Ray. Platteville's support line is just keeping this going for them so well.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, we are going to take a quick break here before we bring you more action here, as the series is tied 1-1 in the grand finals. Make sure to grab a snack, grab some popcorn, grab a drink, because we're in for a good one, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this presentation of the grand finals of the GG's League for the Overwatch B division. I'm, Two Hard Ray again, joined here by Sam Talks, as we are in a tied series 1-1, as it's been a tale of two maps, Sam.
I'm surprised here. Honestly surprised, because Platteville showed so strong on Eichenwald. I was expecting, a little bit more neck and neck here, but no, they just completely dominated. An amazing push, amazing offense, and then an amazing defense to go along with it, because sometimes, you have that juxtaposition where sometimes you get on defense, not good on offense, and vice versa. But Platteville, whoo!
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw AC Badgers just dominate Lijiang, and then we saw Platteville just dominate Eichenwald. So I'd be really curious to see what's going to happen here on the third map. Not sure if we have that yet.
I don't think we do just yet. Oh,
as it's going to be Hanamura going to Japan.
Listen, another 2 CP map. This is gonna be fun. We saw it last week on Volskaya, so I'm interested to see how this goes here on Hanamura. I'm ready.
Could be the last time we see this map on stream, depending on when Overwatch 2 comes out to all of us. So, we
gotta enjoy them while they last.
Yes, we gotta rejoice in it while they're still here.
Some people rejoice. Some people are rejoicing it while it's here, and some people are clapping that it's gone. So I'm one of the people who's gonna be really sad. I love Hanamura personally. It's classic to me. So I'm sad to see.
I don't have a problem with the 2 CP maps. I mean, I get why people don't like it. It's never bothered me that much. But I understand. But again, Hanamura, things to expect. Probably symmetric compositions with the teleporters. I'm not sure. I think the Badgers get the pick here. I'm not 100% sure. But if they did, it makes a lot of sense. Symmetra lends itself really well to this map, and that's been their bread and butter composition. So it won't surprise me if that's the reason why this map was picked.
Yeah, do you think we might see on the side of Platteville, if they are pushing first, we might see Pharmacy on that first point? Perhaps.
We could. I think I've seen the Badgers run the Symmetra defensively too, which is interesting. So if you're running the Pharmacy, as long as you're careful about the turrets, you have kind of free reign, since they're not really running hit scans like that. But you never know. I think for Platteville defensively too, I mean, you might think about running the double shield, but then again, if I'm Platteville, I'm also thinking, I know what the Badgers are going to run here. And if they have a teleporter and get in our face, our double shield is pretty much useless. So maybe you have to play the brawl back at them.
Absolutely. I think that these two teams have shown that they have the skills to push and to hold. We've seen how both of these teams play on these two maps so far. Lijiang Tower was a strong showing for AC Badgers. Eichenwald, strong showing for Platteville. Both of them were kind of a little curb stompy. Both teams that we know that they have the skill, and we're here in the grand finals, obviously, as well. So we know these two teams can go up against each other. We know these two teams can take it all the way. So Hanamura, I think, is going to be a very interesting case study for what's going to happen here. Especially since, you're not really pushing anything payload wise, you're just pushing onto the point. You're gonna have to push through those checkpoints and make something happen.
Yeah, again, that's why, I do think you would slightly favor the Badgers on this map, only because just what this map lends itself compositionally wise. I think that's a word. I don't do vocabulary.
It is a word now.
But yeah, I just because Brawl lends itself well on this map, you would favor the Badgers, especially what happened on Lijiang. But again, you never know. As Cartier Sky is pulling out the Doom Fist. Oh, I thought since we didn't go to Night Market on Lijiang that we wouldn't see it, but we're seeing it on Hanamura.
Got to enjoy him while he's a DPS now. And Platteville, we're seeing a little bit of a similarities from Eichenwald here for them too. It's sort of a similar situation. In the AC Badgers, they're running kind of the same things that they've been running as well, except for Cartier Sky on the Doomfist.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it if you're Platteville. But again, this map is just going to allow itself for the Badgers to get into the face of Platteville. So it's going to be on Surge and on McChallenger here to just help deal with them when they get into their face. That's going to be the big decider here.
Now let's see what Vibes is going to do here. The teleport does come out, and there it is, a typical place. Ooh, that teleporter was a little bit unprotected. A beautiful halt right there from Cal Phoenix. Halts the assaults on AC Badgers we're going to do over there, and unfortunately, they are caught out bad right now, as Dallasstone has to engage onto the point. Immortality Field is going to get taken out by both sides. We're seeing it right there. Poor Dallasstone, though, all by themselves, going to go ahead and get taken down. Cardia Sky, beautiful pick on the Surge, but not before Surge takes out Vibes here. And there it is, the Doomfist with a 2-pick right there. Dallasstone charging and taking out Cal Phoenix, as AC Badgers are allowed to take this first point. He's going to go ahead and take out Kitty here. They have a couple of people left on the field, but maybe be able to do something. Might be able to do a little contesting action here, but at this point, it's just giving AC Badgers a little bit of ult charge they can use to go on to the next point and stagger a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's just incredible. Badgers kind of with the sloppy attack, but they made up for it with just the mechanical skill they have as a team. Pretty incredible. But I will give Dallasstone credit. He was very quick to realize that his Baptiste was kind of screwed there and made a quick charge to go get into position to help him.
As we see Cal Phoenix sweeping up on the Orisa right now. Doomfist ult lands right onto McChallenger, takes out Spork, one after the other, but unfortunately no one to come up on that, no one to back him up in there, and there it is. Peter is going to take out Cartier Sky, as the rest of AC Badgers is going to go ahead and have to reset here. Platteville looking pretty with almost every single ultimate on the board.
Yeah, Platteville's going to have a lot of ultimates here. I'm going to be curious how long they want to stick this double shield. It's, in my experience at least, double shield's really tough to run on this point, but we'll have to see. The Badgers do have 3 ultimates of their own to work with, almost 4, as Cartier Sky is going to swap over to the Cassidy here.
Ooh, gets a big first pick onto McChallenger, and they're also going to push off Kitty from being able to make the revive onto the Pharah as well. We do see Tyre go out. Ooh, and is it going to be able to find? It does! It gets 2 people, gets 2 big picks on Vibes and Magia as Peter takes down Cardio Sky. And once again, another self-destruct coming out from Gabe. Unfortunately, too little too late. A McChallenger solo ult takes down Dallasstone, as Platteville once again holds the point, but still though, a little bit of risky ultimates there, and that's going to put them in a little bit of a tough position now.
If I'm the Badgers, I'm kind of okay with that. You forced them to use a lot more ultimates than you did. They used 4, and all they have left is this Flux and Valkyrie here. The Badgers are coming up on this wall and this Shatter here. So they've kind of like reset the ultimate economy here. So I'd be okay with that push if I was the Badgers.
Absolutely. It sometimes is not just about taking the point, but bringing out the ultimates from the enemy team and making them do things like solo ult your Rhine after the team fight was already won. So this is going to be really good for the AC Badgers as 5 goes ahead, throws it down the Symmetra Shield. A beautiful Gravitic Flux goes down onto the field as it does not get any picks there. A beautiful support line coming out from the AC Badgers. McChallenger takes down Cardio Sky, takes down the biggest challenge to them, though. I take that back. Magia Sky not giving it up. There goes the amplification matrix as the window goes out onto the field. Just getting 1 pick after another. So though only going to be really used by them. McChallenger gonna go ahead and take it up there and gonna go ahead and lay down the law. McChallenger uncontested as they get 1 pick after another. AC Badgers does get 2 of the chevrons, and they just need to get 1 more really good push here.
Yeah, again, they did allow the 2 ticks here, so the Badgers do have a chance here. They do have this Cartier Sky High Noon. They do have the Caesar beat here, but Platteville does have this Bongo. They're coming up on Flux. They have the window. They have the tire. They have the barrage. I think Platteville's sitting pretty here to keep defending.
Yeah, Badgers, they're in a really tricky position. taking down McChallenger is going to be an absolute priority, but also going to have to keep an eye on Surge's tire as it already comes out. Beautifully done. Takes out 2 people as McChallenger also throws down their ultimate. Unfortunately for them, not able to find too much there as the tire already took out 2 people. An immortality field did come out from Magi, but it was too little too late. And that is going to force Platteville to back off, though not before they take 2 ultimates from Platteville.
Again, I'll take that if they're the Patchers. You got both of their DPS ultimates out of the way. So you're giving yourself more of a chance to get this push here. You still have the high noon to work with. You didn't use anything. So, and they're going to drop the bongos preemptively here, but they're going to respond with a beat here.
Unfortunate use of the high noon from Cardio Sky. Did not able to find anyone there. Still, though, going to take down McChallenger as a beautiful self-destruct takes down P-Tray. Going to make sure they keep an eye on Kitty, though. Make sure they don't get that necessary revive that they are able to. And you can see it right there. No one stopped it. They get the point. AC Badgers with 1 minute 37 seconds left on the clock. Platteville going to go ahead, had to bring it out as they attempt their own push onto Hanamura.
I actually can't believe they kind of sold their Platteville. They had some numbers up there they could have worked with. They got so like preoccupied with trying to take advantage of that window that nobody touched point.
And it was all that AC Badgers needed to go ahead and take it because they were so close. They had that 3rd chevron, just needed to get through, and they took advantage of it, and that has to be such a good feeling for the AC Badgers right now. And I'm interested to see what Platteville's going to be working here for their team composition. We're going to see the pharmacy once again. Yes, we are.
Interesting, because this composition that they've been running, that they're going to continue to keep running, is not nearly as good offensively. So I'm going to be very interested to see how they're going to play this, because this is, especially when they're running junk Cassidy here for the Badgers, how are they going to get through choke is my question.
It's gonna be tough. I agree with what she said. Challenger not having, they decided that the point is the spawn room is not fun anymore, but okay, you know, we'll give it to them. Just having fun here, right? We're just having a good old time. So though this is gonna be really tough for them. We've already seen how well Cardio Sky is able to work on that Cassidy, so it's gonna put Platteville in a little bit of a tricky position. Vi's going back. Oh, look at that beautiful technique using those mines, jumping all over the place as we begin our push here. Ray, this is gonna be good.
Yes, it looks like they're going to play Arissa Diva here, which is interesting. This composition originated in Owl. It was like what you would run if you couldn't run ball compositions and you were trying to counter it. Be here to see how it's going to work against this composition, as they're already going to get some good shots on the Cassidy, and they're going to get them.
Beautifully well done from Surge. Knows where Cassidy is, knows where Cardio Sky is, knows that's a big sticking point for them. Takes them out almost immediately as Dallas Stone has taken a lot of pressure as well. But you see Immortality Field go out as Vibes takes down Surge. Both teams have 1 pick for each other, but Dallas Stone goes down from McChallenger. Caesar PhD is feeling that as well as McChallenger ult does go out, finds a nice pick, and it looks like AC Badgers is gonna be losing this point to Platteville very soon here. And there it is, one after another goes down for Platteville. McChallenger just showing one after the other, pick after pick. Easily well done.
Yeah, Gabe's trying to do his best to deal with McChallenger here on the Pharaoh, but he's just not able to do that, as they're already going to swap over to an Echo Hanzo here, or Echo Soldier here for the second point.
This is going to be interesting. I think they know that Farah has been a really big sticking point for them. So they want to go ahead and try to contest that as best as they possibly can. And we're already seeing right now that they're going to go ahead, build up a little bit of that ultimate. We do see that we do see the pharmacy cone over onto splitting off a little bit from the team. Going to go ahead onto the cliff side of this room on Hanamura as they try to lay down the pressure from a different angle, and it's working out kind of well for them. Magia goes ahead, throws it down, and takes it down. A beautiful pick right there from Vibes as one after the other, they get 2 picks. Nice rockets onto Spork, and that's going to force Kitty to go back. Unfortunately, not able to take advantage of that window from Spork that they laid down. Going to go ahead and get the revive, but one after the other, they are going down as Platteville. Ooh, very tricky right there. Self-destruct goes out. Unfortunately, not able to find anyone here as the rest of the team gonna go ahead. AC Badgers jump down there. Vibes takes out McChallenger. There is no revive available as Kitty goes down for Magia as well. Surge just up there all by themselves trying to contest that Echo, but is going to be pushed off as the AC Badgers hold that point. And they're going to go ahead and bully Pitre as they get a nice stagger.
Look at that. They've already forced the Pharah to swap to Soldier here, trying to deal with Cartier Sky on Echo. As he's doing a great job here. They have built up ultimates. They got 4 ultimates online here, and their DPS ultimates have already built up theirs too. As Platteville's really just looking at the bongos and the tire here. So Surge is going to have to do a lot with this tire here if they want to take this point.
Platteville had an excellent defense in the first round, but we're going to see how well the AC Badgers are able to hold it as the bongos come out from Cal Phoenix. Dallasstone does have their Earth Shatter as a nice self-destruct manages to take down the Immortality Field and the bongos as well. Surge throwing out that tire, manages to pick off Caesar, but not before Cartier Sky takes out Surge, and Gabe takes down Sport. Still though, 3 big picks. McChallenger taking out one after the other, and that Soldier 76 is already doing so much work as another one goes down. Vibes takes it out as we are seeing halfway into the second chevron for Platteville here. Gabe trying to get back onto the field and contest as best as they can. We are seeing Cartier Sky had to use their ultimate as one after the other, though. Really good hold from AC Badgers as they managed to push off Platteville. That was absolutely impressive from the AC Badgers. It was looking a little dicey for them there. Good ultimate usage, manages to bring it back, and we still are holding on to Vibes, and we still have Dallasstones and Gabe's coming up as well and getting back into their mech.
Yeah, Cartier Sky on the Echo, that duplication, he bought a lot of time for his team on the Diva dupe on point. So that was a great job by him, allowed his team to get back, and then they were able to clear Platteville off the point. They do have a Soldier ultimate and a Shatter to work with, as we got Shatter, Window, and Valk on the side of Platteville.
Let's see how well they're going to be able to use that. Indeed, McChallenger going to go ahead and use that Tactical Visor. Immortality Field goes down as Dallasstone uses their own Earth Shatter in response. And we are seeing Vibes use theirs as well. Beautiful pick onto Kitty. Takes down McChallenger as well. That is 2 huge picks. Cartier Sky takes down Sport. And this is going to defang Platteville's push here as they need to go ahead and back out before they lose anybody else. Peter takes down Cartier Sky. So that was not going to work out too well for them. Cal Phoenix so low right now. Gabe goes in and throws that pressure out. And Cal Phoenix just trying to hide as well as they can in the corner, gets taken out, and there it is. Platteville's gonna go ahead and have to reset.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. That was actually a big immortality fear from Magi. I actually thought Gabe was trying to kill himself there to get his mech back, but they throw out the immort in order for him to get the charge he needed to get his mech back. That was actually very smart play there.
Listen, these two teams, I see, we've been saying it this entire time. The support line has been doing such a good job here. Great usage of their immortality fields, pretty good usage of their ultimates as well. And support doesn't get enough love sometimes, so I'm really happy to see that these two teams have just amazing supports. Bongos does go out, but unfortunately Cal Phoenix is going to be feeling the pressure there as Cartier Sky's dominant showing on Echo takes him out, but still Peter takes out Gabe, who is not quite able to hold on to there. Dallasstone taking advantage of that is not going to be able to quite, actually does take down Peter, but not before Peter gets a beautiful self-destruct, takes down Caesar, and McChallenger once again showing how well they are on that Soldier 76. Surge not going to go ahead and continue that push over onto Reinhardt. Dallasstone so low right there as he gets beautiful high noon, takes down 2, and we have the Platteville with the team kill. Gonna go ahead, capture the point, but they are under 1 minute on the clock to AC Badgers. 1 minute and 40 seconds.
So again, very impressive first point attacks for both teams, and then just the way 2CP works, sometimes it can just take so long to get this just because of the respawn advantage of the defense. Badgers were able to do it a little bit faster, 40-second difference, probably buys them an extra fight or two attacking wise here, as Platteville will be attacking first with the lower time bank.
It's going to be tough. It is going to be very, very tough here for, I think, honestly, both teams, because they've shown just how well. And a 40-second difference, that's a team fight at best, right? That is 1, maybe 2, if you're really feeling good and you have the good movement support from a Lucio or something like that. But we are seeing Platteville just keeping up sort of a similar composition here. Ray, this is going to be tough, though, I think.
Again, this is making me wonder, because last time they were running, okay, looks like they're going to go Rhine Sig, or Orisa Sig here, because last time they were running Orisa Diva. At least Diva has the ability to get past the choke. It's going to be tough. You're basically going to have to use all your resources here, your Orisa shield and your Sig shield, just to get your team across. Okay, as they're going to swap to the Diva, that makes a little bit more sense.
we have seen how well that Peter is able to work on that diva, and we also know how well Cal is on the Orisa. I've seen those halts coming out, and they are just so beautifully well done as we are seeing McChallenger once again on that pharmacy combo, and it is going to be deadly. We saw how well that worked out for the first time. Ooh, Platteville taking a lot of damage as they try to make it into that room. They're going to go ahead and play it safe as Spork and Spork just is the only one out there. Oh, a beautiful first pick from Cartier Sky. That is going to be huge as they take down Kitty as well. Gabe and the Cartier Sky just duo working out there in the air and takes down Platteville's biggest push right there as Spork is so low, manages to just barely hang on by the thread.
They got to be careful here. They can't die here. If they die here, those people who are left over on the side, it's going to be tough for them to get this point here. As if Badgers can pick one of those people on the high ground over there, they're going to be looking good to protect here.
And we're seeing the amplification matrix does come back out. It looks like they're going to be able to take some advantage of that surge. Does take down Vibes. We are seeing how crazy Cartier Sky is on that Echo as Surge and Cartier Sky are both so low on health right now. Dallas Zone taking out Surge. That is going to be a huge pick for AC Badgers. Platteville is trying to hold on for dear life. Still, though, Cartier Sky takes down Peter as well. Dallas Zone is going to go down under the Challenger from McChallenger on that Soldier 76. Still, though, it's looking just like a big old team fight happening right now. Cal Phoenix so low. Cartier Sky taking down Cal. McChallenger, though, not giving up the ghost as another self-destruct comes out here. McChallenger showing how well they're able to work on that tactical visor. Cartier Sky, though, still holding on so well as we are into overtime. And there it is. The Surge ult comes out, and it might allow them finally the time that they need to go ahead and get this point. And if I was Caesar right there, and if I was Dallas Zone, I would just go ahead and call it here. Do not feed that ultimate over onto the onto Platteville any more than you need to.
Yeah, definitely. As you know, it's a little disappointing for the Badgers, but you're just gonna have to let it go at this point. Platteville does have two ultimates here, but that tactical visor and shatter here for the Badgers could be what they need to make sure that Platteville doesn't get any kind of percentage on the second point here.
30 seconds on the clock. This is what happens in these overtime rounds. They have one good team fight in them left, and if AC Badgers are going to be smart, they're going to be doing everything that they can to stop this right now. As Peter goes in, bongos go out as well. They are going to go ahead and just go straight onto the point. As the hammer goes out beautifully in the back line, going to go ahead and take out the challenger. Do not want to let him get back in there. Beautiful double pick from Fives. Peter and Surge both go down. Another pick from Fives, taking down Sports, and Cartier Sky and Dallas is going to go ahead and clean this up as Kitty's all by themselves, and there it is, a beautiful hold from AC Badgers.
Beautiful hold indeed. And as you know, we think about 2CP, could we be in for a draw here? Me thinks we could be.
Listen, I'm hoping for it. I would like to see that. And it's like I said, 40 seconds on the clock, one team fight, maybe two team fights if you're feeling it right now, okay? So Platteville needs to bring it together here on this defense, but we have seen how well they are able to work on the defense, especially with the tanks that they like to choose. We know that Cal Phoenix and Peter like their Orisa Sigma combo, so let's see how it works for them. As indeed, there it is. We're seeing it right now in Badgers. Cartier Sky, they just know how well that Echo's been working for them.
Well, it looks like they don't want to go with the Doomfist like they did the first time. Especially when Cartier Sky kind of carried that first fight there on the Doomfist before. But I mean, again, his Echo has been crazy too. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that he's going Echo either. But just curious that they're not going Doomfist this time.
I think they just want to play it safe here, right? They know that they need to make this point. They know that they need to get just both of these points. That's all they have to do. And I'm also interested here. McChallenger just decided not to choose the Pharah, stick with the Soldier 76, maybe just to give a little bit more sustain down on the ground and not risk it, and leave Kitty on the ground to support the rest of the team as well.
Yeah, definitely. And they know Cartier Sky's been crazy on this Echo, so they probably want that hit scan to help deal with it. As they do have a trap up here, very interesting, but they're going to just go straight to point.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful decision from AC Badger to just go ahead straight onto point. Cartier Sky, huge pick onto Kitty. Oh, Vibes so close to almost seeing what the effects of gravity are. Magia takes down Peter as, oh man, Platteville goes down one after the other. This gives AC Badgers A beautiful point here as Platteville playing it a little bit smart here, trying to get as much time down on the clock as they possibly can. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Ray, this is good.
Wow, and looking at these ultimates, I mean, none of them have it yet, but you might be able to build up a window here if you play this right, if you're Mahi, already 70% to it.
Beautiful teleport there onto the top. That's going to go ahead and just allow them. Look at how close they are. Literally within a hair's breadth. Vibes takes down Surge immediately. That is going to be a huge pick. Another pick from Vibes as they take down Cal Phoenix. And one after the other. Platteville folds. AC Badgers takes Hanamura. And 2-1 now.
Wow, I am just out of breath, man. This match has been insane. Just down to the wire. Just, shout out to both teams, man. Badgers take this 2-1, but this has been quite the series, man. All that I could ask for casting.
Oh, look at that beautiful technique from Vibes right there. Just knew that the self-destruct was coming out. Pop that visor, took the kills, and allowed them to take that point. That was so well done. Seriously, though, both teams played so well. It was neck and neck. It wasn't just a curb stomp. It was so beautifully done, and both teams should be very happy with how they played on that map. But still, though, AC Badgers is going to take the lead now 2-1. And remember, guys, this is a 1st to 3 map, so everything is on the line now.
Yeah, it was interesting because, just thinking about all 3 maps we've seen so far, Lijiang was kind of a curb stomp for the Badgers. Ikuo was kind of a curb stomp for Platteville. And then, like you said, this map could be telling here what happens, and neck down to the wire. That's just how even these teams are, and it's really coming down to map choices here.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit too about both teams and how well each of them played. And it was like I was saying, I noticed that it is Cal Phoenix on that Orisa was just so well done to me. It was just such good halts, bringing out AC Badgers from their defensive positions that they were in, de-entrenching them, and showing that, hey, this is the power that Orisa can bring still before we start throwing spears and stuff.
Yeah, definitely is crazy. And, just, shouting out Cartier Sky here, it just felt like whenever their first point attacks were so fast, and it was always because he got an early pick, whether it was on the Doomfist or the Echo. He just came in, took one out immediately, and it just gave his team an early fight advantage, and they just steamroll that to get the point extremely fast.
And the synergy between Cartier Sky and Gabe as well, the two of them, especially when they were defending, took out the Mercy, took out the Pharah, and that was just so well done. It was so clean, and that literally stopped the Platteville in their tracks. It was so nice and so clean. And also, once again, shout out to both the supports from both teams. They are just so well played, and the immortality feels, especially from both Baptiste, windows coming out. It was just, thing of perfection.
Yeah, definitely. Looks so for map 4, we'll be going to Escort. So be very curious to see what map.
Ooh.
What was that?
Havana.
Ooh, Havana, baby. It's gotta favor this double shield composition.
Yeah, we have seen a little bit of what happened though with Havana last week.
I remember.
When Vibes was like, hold on, let me turn on my aimbot real quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now we're good. So maybe the Hanzo works out really well for them here again.
The Badgers had us laughing at one point last stream, just how crazy Cartier Sky and Vibes were just dominating. So, I mean, again, this tends to favor double shield compositions that that Platteville has been running, but especially when you want to hold close and spawn, that favors Badgers with the rush composition. So I think it's just going to come down to teamwork and synergy, and both teams have it in spades. This has just been great as Badgers are trying to win themselves the title here, as Platteville's trying to stop them and force a map 5.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, too. We know that Platteville, how well they're able to work. I think this is actually going to be really difficult for Vibes if he does decide to go the Hanzo. We saw what happened on Iconfall when he tried to go Hanzo. It was just immediate shutdown over and over and over and over again. So as well as we think that we did last week, I would love to see that again this week, but Platteville is not going to make that easy. And they have shown that they too can also play ball when it's in their court.
don't necessarily disagree, but I think, when you think of Eichenwald, one of the reasons he kept getting caught out is just because they have that castle under control. I'm like, unless you're playing like the high ground, like on like in the apartment complex here, there's not much that you're gonna get caught out from. You're gonna tend to play lower ground, generally speaking here. So no, there's no way they're running this. No way.
This has to be a little bit trolly right here. Oh my goodness. A Bastion? Okay, there we go. Cal Phoenix switching off the Zarya onto Reinhardt at least. Peter on Roadhog. Listen, I respect that.
Very interesting from the Badgers because, just compositionally wise, if you think about holding spawn, which it looks like that's what they're doing, May Cassidy tends to be the go-to so you can wall people off as they leave spawn and get kills, but they're electing to go with the Echo Junkrat here. I mean, I don't think it's a bad composition, just you're going to have to really hope that Cartier Sky comes popping here.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what they're going to try and do with this Bastion combo. There it is. We're already starting off immediately as two teams are going to go ahead, try to get onto the payload here. We are seeing the double shield, and Surge is going to go ahead and lay down that crossfire onto the point as McChallenger, one after the other, takes down the support line for AC Badgers. Just go ahead and just push them right off with support for Peter as they just collapse and allow Platteville to set up that Bastion.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Badgers. It's going to be a lot tougher to start taking this down as soon as the Bastion gets set up on cart. It's going to be reliant on vibes to break a lot of the shields here on the
there it is.
And Cartier Sky's going to go to the Genji. Genji's a good counter to Bastion. Might be a very smart swap here for the Badgers.
Yeah, it's two heroes that are able to contest against this Bastion. It's actually very interesting what they're playing. Oh, Dallas Stone tried to go for a cheeky, sneaky charge. Unfortunately, not able to quite connect onto Peter right there as Peter goes ahead and demechs Gabe Surge. Surprisingly not playing on top of that payload. Gets hit with a fire strike right to the face, but not before they go ahead and take out that immortality field. We are seeing Cartier Sky so low, literally 1 HP. Managed to get out of there as Bob comes out on the field and is go ahead and disrupt, but it's going to be hanging out in the corner. That is going to be rough. Cartier Sky takes down Surge and Vibes, showing that superiority. Takes down two picks, one after the other, and unfortunately McChallenger was not able to get out. Beautiful shield coming out from Peter though, protecting Kitty from falling under Vibes Hanzo as they go ahead and get the revive off of Spork. A beautiful headshot takes down McChallenger, another one. Oh my god, Vibes is activated, he is ready and he is hungry.
I think Vibes is watching the cast, man. He heard you doubt. He heard you doubt.
Listen, Vibes, I'm sorry. Please. These are humans. Don't forget as the window goes down back onto the field. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be too much there as they're going to go ahead and take the other side. Surge's Bastion ultimate, tanking it right the way through. Beautiful ultimate right there. Going to go ahead and split off the team as a nice Graphitic Flux and an Earth Shatter goes out on the field. And it's just going to be wiping it up after there as AC Badgers one after the other goes down. Caesar so low, gets taken out, and this is going to allow Platteville to continue that push.
Yeah, the Badgers should get another contest here, and they have plenty of ultimates to contest here. They have the Shatter Bomb, they have the Beat, they have the Dragon Blade here, as Platteville did have to commit a lot of ultimates just to get this cart pushing.
And there it is. They're going to go ahead right back onto the field. Dallas Stone, unfortunately, falls. Very weird. Just looked around and was like, okay, all right, yep, okay, and then dead. Unfortunate there. Cartier Sky, though, whips out the Dragon Blade. Is going to go ahead, swing a little bit there, tried to get something. Gets a beautiful pick over onto Sport. And there it is. Gabe comes over with the remake kill. Beautifully done. Vibes takes out Cal Phoenix, and surprisingly, against all odds, AC Badgers holds a payload. 60 seconds left on the clock, though, in this very last match. Could possibly be the very last match for AC Badgers here.
So they're going to swap over to the Orisa here on Cal Phoenix. They do have the Tactical Visor and the Window combo to work with here, and a Flux. As Cartier Sky goes over to the Widow, they're double sniper. They do have a Shatter and a Dragons to work with here. So it's going to come down to these key ultimates that both teams have online here.
Let's see how they're going to be able to work this now. 30 seconds on the clock. This could be the final team fight. Huge picks. Cartier Sky and Vibes takes out one after the other. McChallenger goes down. Vibes has one goal on his mind, and that is to take out Kitty. Do not allow the revive to come up, but it doesn't matter anymore. Baji and Gabe both take out the tanks. Vibes takes down Surge, and there it is. AC Badgers.
10 seconds left. The ball might be able to get the touch here if he gets here fast enough.
It's gonna be tough. We have seen just how well they're able to work. Oh, do you see the boom? The beautiful boom! Caesar stops Cal Phoenix from being able to touch the point and gets it there. Stops the contest, and there you have it. Platteville not able to make it to the first checkpoint. 84.75 meters. That's all AC Badgers has to do here.
As the Badgers have their win condition with the grand finals on the line here, the Badgers just have to get it just 85 meters, essentially. They don't even have to complete the first point. They just have to get it a little bit around the first corner, almost capturing the first point, but not completely.
This is it. This is the championship point right here. Ray, everything on the line right now. Platteville playing it safe. You can look at it right now. They bringing out the pharmacy combo again. Cal on Reinhardt, but still AC Badgers playing their own safety net right now as well.
As looks like I think they're gonna hold here, especially with the Symmetra. Again, this is so weird. I don't remember if this is what they did a couple of weeks ago on the stream. I think it is, and it's just a weird thing to do. It didn't work out that well, I believe. No, they didn't go to this map. I remember somebody had ran this composition, the Farah Sim on defense. It just didn't work out that well. It's really tough to make this work right. So, especially with vibes on that Hanzo and the Echo, they have what they need to attack a Farah.
And there it is, right off the bat. You can see immediately trying to meet that Farah up into the air. Cardio Sky knows what's happening here as McChallenger is going to go ahead and do that. Peter already demeg. This is going to be huge. Dallas Stone so low themselves, might be going down here. Indeed, they are. Surge manages to take it out there. As surprisingly, Platteville gets one pick after another, but they are going to get bullied right now by Gabe. Ooh, Spork with a beautiful pick right there on the Cardio Sky, and Vibes takes down Surge. So though, AC Badgers, they're not getting that same feeling that Platteville that they did on the other side. Talistone with a nice pick on Spork, and that's going to be kind of huge for them here as they are playing that spawn advantage still, though. Ooh, one after the other, Platteville is holding really strong here. 3 minutes on the clock still, though. Kitty gets the revive on the Spork. It's going to allow them to sustain just a little bit longer as we see Cardio Sky just harassing from up in the air. Peter gets demech once again as Kitty whips out that Valkyrie onto the field and try to keep the team up as best they can. Dallas Stone, oh, beautiful Earthstrike takes down Magia, takes down Dallas Stone as a beautiful charge there from Cal Phoenix. Vibe switching over onto the Bastion, try to get some support, try to get some DPS out there on the field as they are playing too low to the ground. Amplification Matrix does come out on here once again. Ray, this is getting too good.
Wow, just this defensive. Cardio Sky's gonna get the Fair, though. That's actually big. Oh, they're gonna have to guard the res here and make sure the Fair doesn't get back up. But they get the Mercy. This is what the Badgers needed to finally get this cart pushing.
And there it is, one after the other. Vibes takes down Cal Phoenix as Dallas Stone finishes up the work on the Spork. And another DMEC over on to Peter. And there it is. They're finally gonna be able to go ahead and push this payload. So we have to get to Platteville. Ooh, got 2 minutes left on the clock for AC Badgers out of that.
Look at this, 5 ultimates for the Badgers with Platteville only looking at 2 right now. As if the Badgers just use all these ultimates and wipe them, they're gonna preemptively beat?
That interesting choice. Fat Finger, maybe? Cardio Sky using Echo's ult. Oh my goodness! Takes out McChallenger as they were ulting, wasting it for them. And that is going to be huge for them as they get another self-destruct kill onto Surge. One after the other. Going to go ahead and take down Kitty. Dallas Stone takes down Peter as well. And they are going to push forward as the self-destruct comes out once again from Cardio Sky. Beautifully well done. Vibes takes out Cal Phoenix one after the other. And this is everything they need. This is it. They're going to go ahead. Sport gonna go ahead, try and contest as McChallenger Magia with the last second hold, and there it is. There is your grand champions, AC Badgers, taking the win.
Wow, just incredible. I thought Platteville was gonna have a chance there to hold. They did a great job close holding there, took out half the time on the clock, but the Badgers just had all those ultimates. Cardio Sky on the Echo, got 2 Diva bombs there, was able to get like 3 picks there. That was just incredible plays on both sides, but the Badgers take it all the way. Undefeated season complete.
Congratulations, AC Badgers. Give yourself a pat on the back. Just be incredibly proud of yourselves for an absolutely amazing season. Undefeated. You can take that all the way to the bank. But I also want to say Good job to Platteville as well. They did not go down without a fight. They brought it all the way until the end. Both teams should absolutely be proud of themselves.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Just incredible here. And as we're going to close out this match, what we need to do first here is we need to crown an MVP, man. We need to crown it. What are you thinking
This is tough.
here?
This is Ray. Can I be honest with you? This is tough. I don't know if I can do it. If I had to just go up based off of picks of what I've seen, I really like what Magia was doing on Baptiste. It was so well done, able to keep the team alive and able to help support them in pushing forward onto some of these pushes and onto some of these points and keeping things moving. Still though, I also want to go ahead and give special shout outs to Cal Phoenix on what they've done when they were tanking and just how well they are able to push forward and keeping things moving for their team as well. This is tough though. This is so tough.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if I disagree with it, but Cartier Sky, just thinking back, his Cassidy on Li Zhang had some big high noons. Thinking back to Eichenwald, even though they lost it, his blades were huge in getting some pushes. And then we think back to Hanamura, between his Echo and his Doomfist, he really opened up the fights for his team. And then here on the last point, between his Echo and his Widow, he really opened up fights for his team.
Yeah, I think, last week Vibes was hitting it really hard, but this week, Cartier Sky just brought it to the next level and allowed the AC Badgers to make the pushes that they needed and allowed them to break through certain things and stopped the absolute dominance that Platteville was showing on Pharmacy. So I think I might agree with you there too, Try Hard Ray, on Cartier Sky's pick for MVP.
I guess we're gonna officially name it. Cartier Sky, you are the MVP for this tournament here, for the finals, the grand finals. Congratulations, man. You did an incredible job for your team. But shout outs to both teams, man. This was an incredible match.
I mean, it is incredible when we're having a tough time picking. I'm literally looking at all of them, thinking to myself, God, who was the MVP? Because they all played so well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like you said, it was tough because Vibes did pop off on that final lap. I just don't think he was consistent enough, and Eichenwald, he was just getting picked too early. But yeah, Magia was so good. It was really tough. Really tough. And even Gabe on the Diva did an incredible job too. Again, just everyone had such great synergy and just did a great job.
I agree, and it was so much fun to watch. So though, congratulations to Cartier Sky. You are the MVP. Congratulations, my friend. Ooh, well done. So well done to both teams. I'm literally still coming down from that excitement. Too much adrenaline.
And you know what, guys? We got a special treat for you. We're going to take a quick break, but after the break, we're going to have a live interview with Magia from the AC Badgers. So we'll be right back as we set that up and get that interview going for you guys. All right, welcome back, everyone. As you just saw the conclusion to the grand finals of the GGLeagues Overwatch Division B, as AC Badgers took the championship 3-1. And as we said, we have a treat for you guys. We have Magia here from the AC Badgers. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. That's second win under my belt, so I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty proud of my team as well.
Congratulations. Absolutely. It was just so well done tonight.
Thank you. I mean, we practiced for it, we tried for it, and we took it home.
Okay, I'll start off with the question. Let me ask you this. So after dropping that Eichenwald map, which they, let's be honest, they kind of, got you guys pretty good on that map. What was your guys' thoughts coming into Hanamura?
Okay, so back when we won last time, we actually dropped Numbani specifically. So it was an escort map, and I immediately had flashbacks to that. I was like, okay, here we go again, All right, time to just get 2 more maps. So we took a little break, calm down. We recentered ourselves, and going into Hanamura, we're like, all right, kick it into double time, no more throwing for content, no more fun plays, just get it over with,
Right. And I mean, the switches that you guys made there was so well done. Cartier Sky, who, of course, we did name MVP there. Switching onto that Echo, what was the thought process there? Was it just, gotta stop that pharmacy combo that Platteville was just raining down chaos onto you guys? What was going on there with that?
So Cartier Sky going on to Echo was his idea, and I just agreed with it. So he's a very talented player. Probably, honestly, I'd argue one of the best players on the team. Don't let anyone else tell you I said that.
No worries.
And don't tell him. His ego will go
it's
twofold.
Not like you're live on cast or anything.
Yeah, we're also make sure you keep the MVP secret from him too.
Yeah. Hey, you're not MVP, by the way. But basically, it's we wanted something that was high damage, quick assassinations, because we noticed their backline was being left exposed constantly while they were trying to pressure onto us. And when you have a pharmacy like that, your BAP doesn't get the peel he needs, especially when the D.Va's pushing me. And so we just thought, okay, we can trade backlines with this Echo. Maybe we can get a couple extra picks. And that dupe is so key to just that D.Va swap. That's what gets you wins against the pharmacy, because now you have 2 Pharas, one to DM, one to shoot, and it's broken.
Yeah, we saw that on Havana there. Just got 2 D.Va bombs with that dupe. Was incredible. Yeah, but I mean, overall, when were you guys getting nervous at all when they were taking half the time off the clock there on that close hold on Havana?
I wasn't nervous per se, because we'd been in that situation with Vespa where we kind of messed. You're talking about first attack, correct?
Yeah, your guys' attack on Havana, yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't too nervous. We were kind of in that situation already with Vespa. And so for us, it was like we just need to get our foot through the door. And then it's like no problem after that, because we didn't use any ults other than window to win eventually. We had 5 ults online. We just said, okay, we can ult dump, and we basically have it here. So that's sort of where we were with, oh, hey, they took 2 minutes off, but we only have to push it 30 seconds worth of time, really. So once we got our foothold, it was just easy push.
Definitely. We'll go ahead and one more question here from Sam, if you have another one you want to ask.
Yeah, what are you guys feeling about Overwatch 2? Are you guys excited? What's the plan moving forward for that? Because Overwatch 2 is changing up a lot of things. So what are you guys feeling towards it right now?
So I can tell you Cartier Sky's excited for Overwatch 2 when he heard Tracer's really good. And just DPS being good is really good for our team, because we have a solid DPS line. Cartier, Vibes, that's a solid DPS line. And with Gabe and Dala, I'm sad to see them sort of be split up. But for me personally, here's what I'm worried about. As a flex support, you have your Brig, and that's what peels for you. But now you don't have Brig. And they have Doomfist, Tracer, Genji, Moira, Lucio. Everything is diving you at one time, and I just feel like that's going to be interesting, to say the least.
Oh, man. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see how that works in tournaments, and I'm ready to see you guys again on, hopefully, on that Overwatch 2 field.
Yep. And we'll see y'all next season.
Yeah, definitely. Again, thanks for coming in for this interview, Magia. Congratulations to you guys for taking the championship here. And again, we'll see you next season.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And with that, we're gonna end the stream here. I'd just like to say thanks to Kuma, who runs everything. Like to shout out Sam here, Joker's Ransom, who I've been casting with this entire season. Blizzard for holding it down in the producing, and then just Hippie and Storm doing an incredible job on those, on the POVs and just the camera work. It was just incredible there.
We can feel good about our predictions now too, Ray. I'm a little lopsided there, like I said at the beginning of the stream, but still, you know, I think we can go home feeling good about that. But, you know, Ray, it was also an absolute delight to cast these past 2 games with you, man. And I hope that we get to do this sometime again in the future. And also, like I said, want to shout out to the production team, to Blizzard, to everyone, especially those the pans, the shots, the fades, so well done. It was nice. I loved it.
Yeah, just, you know, incredible work from everyone. So with that, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning into the stream. We will see you guys next season. Hopefully you'll get to see our lovely faces next season. And, you know, we'll, again, see you guys next season. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Later.
Later, everybody.